So, Hollyoaks later then. How did the part come about?
Well, I'd been asked to do Hollyoaks over a year ago now, and I said no, simply because I didn't want to let them down, because I know I can't act. I hate making videos alone, so I thought, there's no way that I'm going to be able to do it, But they've asked me so many times, and in the end, my nieces and nephews, they've all grown up now, but, they're all in their 20s, and one's 12, but and they love Hollyoaks. Everybody loves Hollyoaks. And say, Auntie Gaynor, that's my real name, why aren't you doing Hollyoaks? I said, well, I can't act. Oh, it's great. Oh, you got to do Hollyoaks, So I did it.
Did you know Brian Kirkwall was a big fan?
No, I didn't actually, but he's a lovely guy, and it's nice to have fans like Brian.
And what was involved in the part then?
Well, basically, it was myself, except I did have to say 1 or 2 lines. And it's crazy because I can sing to thousands of people and have no problem, right? But just to talk a few lines, I had to say to Gemma, the girl that's Carmel. It's Gemma, isn't it? Yeah. Gemma, who is Carmel. I said, how do I say, turn around, bright eyes? It's different singing it than So she looked at me like, turn around, bright eyes, or whatever she said, I can't remember. Anyway, it wasn't easy, I got to be honest.
So you turn up in Carmel's vision.
What it is, it's like, I don't know if I'm allowed to, yeah? She ends up in a prison cell for some reason, right? And by mistake, I think, and she's like on this bed, and she's thinking about a hero, and I come to her or something in a dream sequence, and so then I sing Holding Out for Hero. So, and she sings with me. We do it like a duet, And they put me in like a white dress, like the original sort of, like the 80s sort of thing, and the bigger hair like the 80s. And, it was good. Everybody loved it, on set. But
how long did it take to film?
Oh, a few hours.
Did they use the original mix then, or did they redo it for?
The night before, I re-recorded the track, and I did my part, and Gemma did her part, And so, no, it's a new recording of it, but it's just it's only like a verse and a chorus, I think. And 2 verses and a chorus.
What was it like working with Gemma Merna as well?
Oh, she's lovely, isn't she? One beautiful girl as well, but she's very talented, actress. I mean, she's an actress, isn't she? I'm not.
And how many times do you think you've sung Holding Out for a Hero?
Must be thousands of times, but I never get tired of singing it, Yeah.
Have you ever stood there and actually thought, I've forgotten the words or anything?
Oh, I very often forget the words to Total Eclipse. Because, I do so many different versions of it, When I'm doing TV shows, normally they want the short version. And so, or the short version of Holding Out for a Hero that I'm doing in Hollyoaks, and then when I do my live show, I do the full version. So then you tend to forget, which is which, And
and did you ever think that the songs would be a success from the outset?
Well, when Holding Out for a Hero went to number 2 for 6 weeks, it was a lovely surprise. I was in America at the time. I was recording with Jim Steinman, and so I've been living in New York for 8 months, and I got called back to do Top of the Pops because it was a theme for a TV show at the time called Cover Up. Remember when the guy shot himself with a Russian roulette? No, you're too young to remember that yet. Anyway, it was a theme of a TV series called Cover Up, all about models and things, And And so the gay clubs really made it a hit for me because they were playing Holding Out for a Hero all the time. And I played quite a few of the gay clubs, you know, with this song. And it went to number 2 for 6 weeks. And then the only reason why I didn't go to number 1 was because there was a charity record with Mick Jagger and Mick Jagger and David Bowie with Dancing in the Streets. And then Jennifer Rush came with Power of Love, and she went to number 1.
And final couple of questions then. You're re-releasing a song with Only Men Allowed, aren't you?
Yes, on the 12th of October, Only Men Allowed and I are doing a completely different version of Total Eclipse of the Heart, which is orchestral and it's fabulous, you know, and everybody's really excited about that as well.
Fantastic. And final question. Apparently you're in the process of recording a new album?
Yes, I've recorded about 6 tracks already. I've probably got about another 5 to go. But last night I did a track that I'd been asked to do a country song for Wayne Warner from Nashville. He's big in Nashville, you know. And hopefully the producers of Keith Urban are going to mix it. And Emmylou Harris, I think, wants to do backing vocals on it. Can't be bad.